Hello everyone, welcome to Factorio, and welcome to my factory. Part of it, at least. There's an expansion over here for our oil and our water, our liquids that we're starting soon. And this is all the early game stuff. I'm making some science over here, some copper goods down here, and some good refinement. Our iron up here, which is currently running low, as well as my coal, my stone. Copper I still have quite a bit of, but these are pretty important, and I'll need to expand my base soon. Here's where the crude is that I've just started pumping. And over here is everything we need. So that's where I plan on expanding next. I've also killed quite a bit of the aliens, the natural inhabitants that attack us due to our nasty polluting. Taken out most of them in the vicinity, so it gives us some time to chill a bit, to take it easy and focus on base building. You can see the base is pretty well defended. These red circles are... oh, that's not good. These red circles are all the turrets I have. Their radius of defense, so all my main stuff here is very heavily guarded from the biters' attacks. Currently, I've been having a problem with fuel because I turned some of my coal machinery towards the oil production because I need coal to make one of the goods there. I can't remember exactly. Make plastic. I'm gonna need to use coal, so I skimmed a couple of these, and now it seems it's not quite enough to power our factory. And there are a couple options, I believe, to remedy that. I could make solid fuel and try and burn that instead. Or I could just use this coal to kind of supplement the base for now. Because I don't think I want to transition to the solid fuel just yet. I think. I'm not an expert Factorio player. I didn't even record the first bits of this because I thought it might be a little slow and grindy and boring for the people that are already familiar with the game. So I just started... right when it starts to get a little more complex, we're going to start getting our blue science set up, our liquids moving around. The logistics get much more complicated. Our base is going to start sprawling out. We'll get rails and super long conveyors and pipes. So I figured it'd get more interesting at this stage of the game. So that's why the series is starting here. If anyone is a little confused or overwhelmed by all the things happening on screen. Especially the style I've gone for. It's just kind of a bulk loop bus system where everything gets shoved into the loop and then pulled and pushed as it needs, wherever it needs to be. So I got the main loop, it's kind of some more simple goods, and then the inside loop has more complex stuff for our military technologies, and then the grand storage area where all the excess overflow goes, so I can just nab that when I need it. Yeah, so far I've really liked the loop design for the early game. We're gonna see how long it holds up, see if I can keep that going. Might need to make it a little more organized if I notice I'm lacking in some areas, but right for now, it has been doing good work. I've got just under like maybe half the tech researched. Of course, that's all the more simple stuff. Once we get the blue in there, it'll be much harder. I'm just monitoring our science, because we should be getting a good mix of everything. Yep, we're producing all our stuff. Yes, obviously we have a lot of extra assembling machines not in use, but just from the bulk nature, I set it all up so that I'd have more than enough. I could kind of use it if I need it, leave it if I don't, think about it later, kind of thing. So, what do we do now? our research is researching. We still have a few left until we need the blue. So that gives us time before we need to get the sulfur and the advanced circuits in our board. So sulfur we're already making, so it's good. Advanced circuits, we need plastic. Get that researching. We need plastic, so our sulfur and plastic will be made up there. Uh-oh, that doesn't have any ammo. Forgot to arm it. I should grab some and stick it in there. And do some repairs. These bugs are relentless, so it is good to keep it nice and strong. Less I be save scumming when they overwhelm me and destroy half my factory, because I ain't dealing with that. But sometimes I lose. I think my autosave is like every 5 minutes, so there's a potential to lose if I'm not being diligent with my saves, some progress. So always beware my wall, my ammo stock. It's important. Oops. Oh, we don't need that. So yeah, my iron supply dwindling. A lot of my machines are packed up and put away. Right. Yes, so coal must become plastic, and plastic and sulfur must enter our loop so that we can craft chips, so that we can, when we're already making these engine units right here, so they're making their way in our loop. I've turned off pipes for the time being because I had just so many pipes made. I can re-enter them into the mix as well by just flipping this. So they'll enter the loop and I can still use the ones I store without having to mess around too much. So yeah, that's cool. For when I need to bump up the production of our motors there. I haven't noticed our power cut out since we adjusted the machines. I'm just gonna go check on those real quick. Yep, we have a good healthy stockpile. Building up, it was good. Chips here and there in our wall, so holding strong. Yeah, I went on a purge. There were like 10 hives surrounding our base, and we were just getting attacked all the time, so that was getting annoying. Alright, another... Oh, I cut that one off. And it has no mineable resources. It doesn't need to be here. Cool. We got a box of rocks. No, we don't. I looted them all. We got nothing. These are lots of rocks, but these are the stone bricks I'm using for paving. Kind of ugly right now. I've just kind of pathed where I most commonly walk. It needs to upgrade to concrete, I believe, anyways. So we'll figure that out later. We need like water and sticks, and yeah. Some basic concrete, which uses raw iron. So a little bit less priority at the moment. We want to get our science set up before we run out of things to research on our basic stuff here. Yeah, we're going pretty strong on our science, so should be soon. Now, I think we're just gonna, even if our one machine supplying coal for plastic is not enough, I want to get it started at least, so we're just gonna kind of set up the loop for our coal. And yeah, get the, because we gotta enter, or like insert a solid and a gas, so we need to kind of work our pipes and our conveyors together here. I think I had a plan of going something like this. And we can just run it alongside. and insert like that. So of course we need to power these guys like this. You can also make plastic. 12 plastic lots. Really fast. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, this is the part of the game where I get a little less knowledgeable. I haven't played much past this, so I'm excited to, you know, learn all this new cool stuff. I've also just noticed these don't line up, which will affect me mentally. So I'm just gonna change this little setup real quick. I like straight lines, okay? Sorry. This should match here. Just like that. And we will reset our pipes. Down. Up. Down. And if, yeah, we wanted to expand that. There's the chemical plant. Oh, I have people ready. We just follow our pattern of up and then down. Wait. No, excuse me. It's recovering 2 machines with one kind of section, so we want to cover these 2, I believe. The next section, because that gives us these slots to insert solids. Yep, this spot for here, this spot for here, this spot for here. Yes, it all makes sense. It all lines up just like. And then we would have it going for a while. Then it can just loop back into itself so that, or just stop, I guess. Why loop? I don't know. In this case, since it's all just coal. I mean, if we could have it loop back into our main fueling line, that might be useful, but it's kind of far. I don't want to run a double belt all the way down. It looks kind of a little meh. If I have to, maybe I will, but until then, this is our setup. We will be making lots of plastic this way. And just the same. Oh. Huh. Okay, I've spaced it poorly as well, because this is like that. Yeah. Alright, one more time. I don't even know if this is, like I said, the most efficient way. I don't know what any meta to this, but I like to keep it evenly spaced, to keep it so I can expand and plan for it accordingly. And sadly, that was not spaced properly. So now, take it out, go onto that. This, I guess I'll just set up the rest. that. Oops. Connect everything. Inserters. Back. Inserting. Connect it to our grid actually, instead of not. And set our recipe. There we go. Using plastic again. Do we take it out at a rate fast enough for this thing? No way, we need it faster. I feel like this is a lot of plastic to be producing. I don't know though. 5 machines? Let's start with 4. Could have just turned it off, but maybe I'll use it for something else. Alright. Look at it go, and that's just one machine. I'm gonna be overloaded with plastic if I'm not careful. Let's just take this for now. What we got. Take it to... We need to make plastic copy. Ah, you see, the logistics are getting hard now. Advanced circuits. Make advanced circuits. Copper cable. Copper cable does run on our inside. Plastic, or our electronic circuits run on the outside. Sulfur. Oh no, sorry. Plastic bars. We probably want our plastic bars running on the outside track. And then maybe also... Oh, I guess I should show this part. The outside track goes all the way around, and I have a couple kind of handle overflow. So it'll rip some stuff off the line. Honestly, this one shouldn't be here anymore. I need those all the time. I just rip certain things off the line if they need to be used for recipes on the inside track, or if I have way too many, like the coils. Often I have so many that they crowd the tracks, and I don't want that. Uh-oh. I need an electric furnace. When do I get that? Because refilling these are getting tedious, especially when you have so many. Of course, then I'm going to have to revamp my power setup. I don't think I'd be able to power all the electric furnaces required. That's not so bad. Alright. So, where were we? We're kind of trying to work out our next piece of science that's coming up. If we just straight up connect our plastic to the outside, we'll have all 3 things we need to make these running on an outside track. We skip the outside and go inside. We still have access, because in some spots, you know, it runs next to the outside and inside these assemblers. For an example, I can insert from this side or this side. So I can still make them, and no matter where they are. Inside track is quite crowded, but I could just also start sorting them. Like, this is another filter. We'll pull off of here and put them away in boxes. And like I said, I can just turn it around if I ever need to insert stuff into the loop. Let it run for a bit, and then we turn it off, or whatever. Turn it around, turn it off. Because yeah, as you can see, I'm making more than enough of these two. They always seem to crowd the production line for my science and give my green no room to place, which fucks up the whole line. So honestly, I should reduce the amount of red I produce. Maybe I'll do that. Here's the overflow box. I know I could just shove everything in myself, like here, but it's a factory game. You gotta automate stuff. You gotta use the tools you're given. It's a lot like Satisfactory, if you know that game, which has just come out in 1.0. So I will definitely be playing that for the channel soon. I love those kinds of games. Or these kinds of games as well. Factorio is very similar. Lots of conveyors. There's lots of math. Lots of logistics to figure out, and it's like a big old puzzle game, kinda. So I am in the midst of my puzzle currently. I just gotta belt some stuff over to the main loop, I think. That's how I'm going to start. Yeah. I think I'll just run it right next to this other one. And go over the top. Maybe insert it over here. Figure out what I'm doing with it. Down every... Yeah, very minimal alien attacks. I'm quite pleased about that. It can get kind of annoying to deal with, especially in a video. I feel like it would get old kind of fast. I wouldn't get anything done. But this is pretty chill. Just some lovely belting, which I'm going to run out of. Ooh, it's almost nighttime though. They might attack me frequently at night. I also don't have any, oh god, that. I also don't have any lights in my base, except for the lights of the furnace. Maybe that's something I can work on. Some decorating. Nah, I'm capping. I got some more important shit to do. Radars are scanning. Okay. Just came here for some of these. Yeah, I also want to make some cliff explosives. There's some random cliffs in the middle of our base. That's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. If I can get rid of them, might as well, right? Alright, we'll pass right past here. Keep it nice and tight. Save as much space. Ooh, I know I did that. Save as much space as we can. More. Yeah, now the question is, do we just attach the sulfur? Oops, not even here. The sulfur plastic line to the outside or the inside directly? Look at that, isn't that pretty? All those goods. That's something else I need as well. There's so many things I need, obviously. The modular armor, I think I can get mods on my armor? That's not the drone thing though, right? There's drones you can get. I haven't figured it out just quite yet. Oh, but here's a rocket launcher. It's kind of sweet. And a flamethrower. I'm partial to the submachine gun. Or the car turret and grenades. Also very effective, I think. Okay. Let's start making something. Let's start assembling some circuitry. And my inside track also needs to get upgraded. It's still on the tier 1 belts. Just no bueno. Obviously. Since I have tons of screws and tons of transport belts. I'm gonna make some by hand. Right. Why don't I start that right now? Because I'm going to be inserting like a lot of plastics and sulfurs into the line. I think I'm going to put them right in the, like insert them right into the middle as well. So I want it to be tidy. I don't want to make a huge mess. Nice, it has the range as well. Will kind of mess up the splitting that's happening there. Maybe I can insert on this side here. Yes, good, good. Keep going. Just go straight through like this. Go under. And like that. We would just need another splitter system, I think. Let's see if I can figure this out. I have some of them that I kind of try to use to evenly space things out, so my machines always have room to place things. I don't know if it's efficient or effective, but I've noticed a difference in stuff. See, it's taking time. It's shuffling it in. They're getting in there. We have successfully inserted sulfur and plastic to our inside line. Now on one of the assemblers associated with the outside lines, which is pretty much all of them. They all have access, all these. We will be taking you see it. Now I gotta think again. My copper cables aren't up here. Copper cables are coming out down here. Speaking of copper cables, they're not going anywhere. Because I'm not making any because of this dumb coal furnace. I gotta refill every like 10 minutes it feels. That's okay. So, but anyways, the copper cables are not going to be coming up here very frequently because they're being made down here. Or they'll be shuffled in. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is it would be smarter to make the circuitry down here where the other circuits are being made, because that's where we're getting cables made and put in right here. So I think I'm going to add some assemblers there. That will be handling. I have to redo my power as well. I got all the small things still set up, but as long as this loop's still running, I don't want to reiterate on it yet. Maybe once all this iron runs out and I can't really do anything else with it, will I tear it all down and try to build something new? Yeah, like, well, look at all this. There's like no room for anything else now. I really gotta start pulling this stuff off the line. So advanced circuits. We're going to be using fast inserters because they got a lot of ingredients in them. The circuitry, that is. sure it's getting what it needs. Yeah. Do some monitoring. So plastic bars. Oh, okay. The stuff isn't moving, so we're not getting any of that. Yeah, once we start. Also, I need to upgrade the conveyor. I forgot. I've only done part of it. I have the right one, right? There we go. And we want a faster splitter. Don't forget that. Look at that. Splitter's yellow. That's how we can tell. Alright, we're gummed up. We're making these though. That's good. It's just our belt is way too crowded. So one thing I planned on doing was if I needed to extend our filter, I would do that. So I'll add sulfur and plastic, I think. Because we just get so frickin' much of it. And I'll start plucking it from the line, just to give our other stuff room to move as well. Sulfur and plastic. Grids aren't getting anything now. Those screws aren't being made. Yeah, that's the issue with this kind of loop thing. You always got to be monitoring, because you change one thing, it affects the whole line. Maybe that's every system in this game, but I feel like I get it a lot with this loop I'm trying out. It's full. It's got nowhere to place things. It's trying to insert screws, can't. What's the solution here? What's the other thing we're making? Blue science? Engine units? Alright, so I was taking engine units out. We're not going to be doing that anymore. This one can start taking sulfur. Give us a second side to purge with. Okay. It's inching. We really gotta fix this. Let's see. I had it and then I lost it. We need to start the research for the blue. We need these to get placed on this. Advanced circuits on the inside. Stuff's good. They're gonna be taking like all of the chips once we start getting this working properly. I feel like I'm gonna need to turn on my other chip factory that I turned off. Or not quite a factory, but my assembler. My single assembler. Okay, then we have these getting placed. We need iron gears. Iron gears are not making it through here. Okay. I have some backup, so I could get it started. Like, I gotta ungum all this stuff. Like, it's just way too much sulfur, right? And plastic, I think. This could be gumming it. Just let them flow. So much copper. Copper's not getting used because there's no screws. So I think what I'm missing is more screw production. Very fine balance. All these machines. Because like I had these all fast inserting and then I found it would take too much iron. And these guys wouldn't get plates down the line. It was a problem, obviously. But you do too many and then or you don't have enough, then we have this problem. The reds aren't getting made, so you get a copper back up, and that gums are fine. So there's so many things to balance. Lots of plates spinning. Alright. Clear up my inventory a little bit. How are these looking? A lot of them are just like looking for places to put things down still. Starting to think I don't need all of these on. You just have too much dang copper. Yeah, no bricks and walls aren't really passing through. So this huge pile up situation we got. Alright, let's get these guys going blue. So we know what we want happening. This will also provide some relief to our lines. Yeah, let's finish. And these I want fast. Okay. Something like zigzag. Will that hit everything? Oh god. The power's a mess. Ignore the power lines for now. Yes. So, obviously we are not getting enough engine units in the line. Okay. This is like always full, eh? One machine producing sulfur. What else can we use sulfur for? We need to get it out of here. Okay, that's not what I want exactly. Where's the... How do I like... The recipes? I thought there was some way to check that. What can I use sulfur for? Probably explosives? Portable solars? I mean, pretty sure I've seen it in the chemical plant. What are these recipes? Explosives? Sulfuric acid? Oh, that's gonna be an annoying one. Sulfuric acid. I mean, so is explosives, honestly. Coal, sulfur, water. Uh-oh. Oh, we got attacked. I'm chilling. We do have a breach in our wall, though. Which we do not like. Oops. That bug's looking. We got a hive there. That one's kind of close to our next expansion. We might have to clear that up when we head out. Okay, so if we want to use more of this sulfur, honestly, this, since we don't want to necessarily insert that much to our line, we should have it not be red. We should keep it yellow. I think that will aid us in our ales here a little bit with how much we're inserting into our inner loop. Hopefully it won't gum it up too much. Inventory is getting stupid full with a bunch of random garbage. Okay, it's here. My arsenal. This is my alien killing box. Another one of these. So many. Yeah. It's just we got too many bricks. Too many. This is a choke, I guess, yeah. We could just turn this line down. And then have those guys, like the steel, the bricks, sulfur plastic, going on this line so that the overflow still happens, because it's quite important that overflow keeps moving to keep our outside line from getting really, really, really bad. So we're gonna do that for now, even though it can't even make it on the line. Yeah. So this one's out copper. I was just thinking I need to reduce the amount of copper I have on the line. It's just not working. And by doing that, will I screw anything up? I don't see it yet. What's the deal? We still have room. Oh, not in this one though. We definitely shouldn't be having too many cables now, because I need to have cables for the advanced circuitry as well. So both of these use cables. None of the machines have anywhere to place anything, ever. What do I do? Clear it all out? I feel like I do this very frequently. Obviously something not balanced in our line here. Okay, there we go. Here, 200. Just the crap stuff I need. Alright. Fuel in these. Coal, sulfur, and water. Water's kind of coal, and sulfur's here. It's just water that I don't have anywhere. The only water I have is down here. And up here. All the way up there in the corner. Alright, the outside is looking better. The inside still has way too much crap. I don't even know what I'm doing with the splitters anymore. I just want to see what this would do. Maybe it would help integrate. A little bit. We're getting a better mix of everything now. Threads are being made, screws are getting through. That is great news. This uses steel. Decent amount of steel still getting through. I think I'll make a second motor maker. Engine unit is. top is never moving. What do they have there? Bricks. Bricks should get wallified. I'm not able to make enough fast. Or if they're like getting through. I mean, on the conveyor they should get plucked for walls, because that's all they're needed for in the middle. I think one wall is like 5 brick. These guys need ammo. I think ammo needs copper. Yeah, and their issue is they can't take stuff out and put it down because of the GAM. Alright, I forgot to upgrade that as well. That would be a big reason why there's a bottleneck forming. I gotta take in some of that for a sec. Ingredient miss. You don't have any machines to help load you up here. Okay, no pipes were no longer being made because I had way too many. But now it can be reinstated. Bricks. I think we can, do that better. Make maybe some of these bricks. Fast inserter in. Regular inserters out. We're locked up again in here. Did look like sulfur was starting to kind of slow though. Still tons of plastic. Not sure why that would be the case. But at any rate, that is very welcome. Until my lines can catch up with whatever I'm trying to accomplish here. I've already got an overflowing sulfur box. Alright, it's starting to look a little tidier. Let's get this. working. Bricks, 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 bricks. No, walls, walls, walls. There. Okay, so I need to remember how this works. This machine. This splitting machine. We just want everything. To be going on nice and good. Yeah. No? Alright. Maybe no. What about this? What does this accomplish? Means sulfur doesn't get in. Okay, I'm just kind of putting shit together and seeing what happens. I'm not actually thinking. I think I need to stop and think. So a splitter will... Everything on the top, it creates 2 belts now. Bottom stuff will be on the bottom, on the top, and bottom of the new belts. So they respect the sides still. Right? They respect the sides. So we want our outside to kind of flip inside at the end. Because it's a similar concept here. We're inserting on the top, right? This like this. And so if we combine them, what? Yeah, let's look this up, see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Because you would want to do something like this. Now where should these go? Could we do something like that? And then just do this? I'm not sure what this contraption is, but it's looking okay, functionality wise. It's kind of doing the thing I want it to do. Not sure if I need that. That makes it so the stuff on the bottom here gets reinserted on top. That's what that does. And then this stuff gets... Oh, it's complicated, but it looks good. Stuff's shuffling along better than it was before. Now what is our issue? All of our things are run out of power. That's kind of what I figured. There's no iron coming at all. Ooh. Alright, I think we'll fill our machines. Sorry, I've kind of sunk down. Ugh, that was starting to wear on me. Posture check. I'll refill these machines. Revel in our new looking setup. Honestly, it might just look nice because we ran out of iron and it wasn't gumming up our system anymore. So we'll kind of check it out one more time. Oh, we're making blue. There's blue in these. We're not making any gray though. It's a concern. We're making some. What do these guys need? The copper. Copper is coming. There's a lot of coils again though. Take it easy on the screws, guys. Yep. Another drill exhausted. Yes, so next episode, like I said, we'll probably tackle our expansion. Now that looks like we're starting to form some blue stuff. Some blue goods. And yeah, we finally cleared up all that plastic and sulfur that was not playing nice. Yeah, honestly, we should stop pulling our sulfur, because none of it is making it to the machines anymore. Plastic. Looks like plastic too. Plastic's chill. We just had so much backed up that it was giving us trouble. Alright, so I did turn off one of these copper machines, I believe. We'll turn it back on because these need more copper now. Everything seems to be running much more smoothly. Love it. That's the introduction to our Factorio. I hope you like my factory. Look a little crazy at times, a little disorganized, but that's the game. It's very, it gets very complicated with all the belts moving every which way. Like this, like I don't even know if this is completely necessary, but everything's moving. And it's split nicely. So I'm gonna keep it. Let me know in the comments if you have any better ideas. Yeah. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.